Jay, I love your videos, but I can't remember any of the words afterwards.
Science says we forget 50% of what we learn within 1 hour. That's it. That's why you're forgetting everything. Let me show you how to actually remember English words. Most people practice words like this. Words. And a week later, they forget everything. That is the wrong way to repeat. You're seeing the word, but you're not actively using it. Here's how to practice active repetition. Label your world. Get some post-it notes. Write the name of an object on them. Stick it on. Fridge. Freezer. Magnet. This is a fridge magnet, and I got it on a trip in Korea. The reason why I can remember this word is because I'm connecting it to a memory, something personal in my life. Let me show you a few more examples. Shelf. I like this shelf. Vase. Spatula. Last night I used this spatula to flip veggie burgers in the pan. By the way, veggie is short for vegetarian or vegetable. The next tip to remember words is to make them rhyme. So this is a grater, and this is a giant block of cheese. So I would make a rhyme. Grater, grater, help me please. Grate this giant block of cheese. It's simple, it's silly, but you will never forget it. Now, I've built a free resource on Sprout to help you guys with this. Many of you have asked for a way to remember the vocabulary from my videos. So I've created an interactive vocabulary exercise for you. By the way, guys, this is free, so check it out, link in the description. Let's click on the kitchen. I want to know the difference between fridge and freezer. I'll click on fridge. I'm going to click this button here, make it rhyme. Okay, let's read out loud the rhyme. The fridge is cold. The fridge is tall. It keeps my food fresh through it all. Okay, so a fridge is cold and it keeps my food fresh. That makes sense. Let's click freezer. Let's click make it rhyme. The freezer's cold. The freezer's deep. It keeps my ice cream safe to eat. Okay. So a freezer is cold too, but it can store ice cream. Okay, now I know that the fridge is cold and it can keep my food fresh, but the freezer is cold and deep and it keeps my ice cream safe to eat. These rhymes really help make the words unforgettable. Now, if you want to go a step further to make these words even more unforgettable, then the fastest way to become fluent in English is to speak them out loud. And it's to speak with someone who knows what you're talking about. So I can click here to practice speaking in a real conversation with J.I. That's me, but in AI form. He sounds just like me and he knows exactly the way to help you guys become fluent in English. I enjoyed making this tool, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So I'll leave a link in the description. You can check it out for completely free. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Can I improve it? I would like to know your opinions. Thank you. So far, we've only remembered tangible words, things that you can touch and things that you can see, like this figurine of Peach. This is a figurine. But how do I remember words that I can't see and that I can't touch? I remember these words by the language bridge. This is a technique that I used to become fluent in Spanish. And here's how it works. You choose a word that you want to remember. you take sounds from that word and link them to words in your own mother tongue, your own language. Step 3, you build a small story from those words. Here's how it works. I want to make it super clear so you can understand. The word is nightmare. 2 parts. Night, mare. In Spanish, night sounds a bit like naif, which means naive or innocent. And mare, well, to me, that's close to madre, which means mother. Picture this. A mother walks through the park with a baby. A grandma comes to say hello, but the mother doesn't like it. She turns from naive and innocent to a nightmare. As you can see, this is a strange, weird exercise, but once you create the image, once you use your imagination to create the image for that word, you will never forget it. Let's look at another example with the Vietnamese language. The word is suffering. 3 syllables. Suff, pho, ring. In Vietnamese, soup, pho, that's a bowl of noodles. And ring, that's like a bicycle bell. Ring, ring, ring. So I imagine an old lady who's holding a bowl of noodles. A bicycle comes past. Her bell rings and the bowl falls. It spills everywhere. The woman feels pain and suffering. Your example will be different because your language is different, but the process is the same. Break the word into sounds, find those sounds in your language, and then build a small but weird story. That's it. Some words in English are impossible to spell. So here's a cheat code. Let's look at the word rhythm. Rhythm helps your 2 hips move. Rhythm helps your 2 hips move. You can see that the first letter of every word in that sentence spells out the word rhythm. Rhythm helps your 2 hips move. R-H-Y-T-H-M. Rhythm. The next one is for the word necessary. Now this is necessary because that is a difficult word to spell. Necessary. What mnemonic can we use for that? Never eat cake. Eat salmon sandwiches and remain young. 1 C, 2 S's. Salmon sandwiches. For me, mnemonics go beyond English. They are useful for life. Let's take the directions on a compass, for example. I remember it like this. Never eat soggy waffles. North, east, south, west. No one wants to eat soggy waffles. Now for the last tool, and the most enjoyable one. Music is universal. Our heartbeat has rhythm. Our voice has melody. And we all learned the alphabet from the alphabet song. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. You never forgot it because it has melody. The same thing works for any song that you love. What's one song that you love? Let me know in the comments. Now, I'm going to break down this song.
I am packing my bags, I am leaving. Think I'm going to Paris or Rome. I gotta get out of this god-awful place that I used to call my home. Maybe I'm going.
In that song, he said, I gotta get out of this god-awful place. I gotta get out of this god-awful place. Now, gotta is short for got to. Means has to or must. God awful is a fun phrase and it means bad, terrible, awful. I hope this video wasn't god awful.
Jay, I love your videos, but I still can't hold a real conversation.